Nakatatak pa sa isip ko yung eksena na susunog yung barong-barong ni Marimar sa tabing dagat. Tapos sinisigaw niya yung lola niya, no? Lola niya yun. Ingrained in my mind. Hi mga ka-popcorn! It's another edition of Pop-Parinig dahil meron na naman tayong paparinggan today. But not in a bad way. Siyempre magchichikahan lang tayo about Pinoy Pop Culture and nostalgia at kung ano-ano pa. So as a bored millennial girly, I watch a lot of TV, I watch a lot of streaming. Safe to say I consume a lot of content like all of you. And sometimes, it gets a little stale kasi binge-watch tayo ng binge-watch. Alam mo naman natin na in this day and age of the internet, puro tayo on demand. Kung gusto nating panoorin, andyan agad siya. Sometimes, one whole season or even 100 seasons of a show are there available for your prying eyes. Wow, prying eyes! Gusto nyo yon. So now that I'm in my early 30s, nagkakaroon ako ng parang...
30s ka na?
Actually, I'm ageless. But yeah, now that I'm getting a little older, I feel a little nostalgia for the times when I was younger that we all had to wait. Yun bang mga shows na bibitinin ka with a cliffhanger and they were once-a-week programs. So you had to wait a full 7 days para malaman kung sino ang namatay. Or kung hindi naman 1 week yung waiting time, 24 hours pa rin ang hihintayin mo because your favorite show is on Monday to Friday. And that's still a long wait. Now, kaya ko to naalala is because there was a beauty in the fact that we all had to build our schedules around watching our favorite shows. Hindi pwedeng hindi mo panoorin kapag alas 7 dahil pag na-miss mo yan, hindi mo na mapapanood. I think nowadays kasi with streaming and on-demand viewing, nawawala na yung pagka-special nung moment of actually watching a TV show. When, I would say 15 years ago, it was actually something that you had to work into your daily routine. When I was young, and it was Saturday, kailangan nakapag-negotiate na ako sa parents at kapatid ko na pag 5 p.m., ako ang manonood ng TV. And that is because kailangan kong manood ng Sailor Moon. By hook or by crook, manonood ako ng Sailor Moon. I know hindi halata na nanonood ako ng Sailor Moon, but that was my jam. So because Sailor Moon was a big part of my Saturday afternoon viewing, may isang araw na parang gumuho ang mundo ko. Dahil hindi ako nakapanood ng episode dahil kinailangan naming umattend ng kasal. So to that married couple, charot lang. No, I actually mean it. Sinira niyo buhay ko. Hindi ko alam nangyari kay Usagi. But I digress. I remember mothers of my friends, mga kaibigan ng parents ko, kailangan nakauwi na sila sa kanilang mga tahanan by a certain time because teleserye na. And that was a thing. Monday to Friday. If they were out in the grocery store or at our house hanging with our parents, whatever they were doing, they had to drop it dahil kailangan nila makauwi at tumutok sa kanilang mga telebisyon. Kapag ang mga nanay dati hindi nakapanood ng Marimar or Pangako Sa'yo, huwag kayong hihingi ng pambaon kinabukasan. Na-mention na rin naman natin ang Marimar. Let's talk about how impactful that show is. And not because mukhang impacta si Angelic Santibanez. But it's so true. Napakalaki ng contribution ng Mexican telenovela na Marimar sa current state ng Philippine television. Hindi ba kayo nagtataka kung bakit ibang-iba ang programming schedule dito sa Pilipinas as compared sa programming sa ibang mga bansa? Like for example, a lot of my favorite shows in the US or in the UK, weekly sila. Whereas, in the Philippines, yung mga sinusubaybayan natin ay available from Monday to Friday. At isa pang bagay na nakakatuwa sa Filipino programming is that you will see teleseries that will last from 3 months? But there are teleseries that will last for 5 years. Shout out to ang probinsyano.
Akala mo yung magkakatula kayo! Ba't kayo gumulabi? Bruh.
And shout out din sa Batang Quiapo na mukhang gustong i-break yung record ng ang probinsyano. But let's go back to Marimar.
Marimar!
Oh my God, I could be the third one. So feeling ko lang naman, Marimar is one of the programs that really shaped the way Philippine TV programming looks today. Marimar! So let's take a little bit of a history lesson. Para sa mga hindi nakakaalam, Marimar was a Mexican telenovela that aired originally in Mexico in 1994. It was a hit, so noong 1996, inimport siya ng Pilipinas at inere, dubbed in Tagalog, sa RPN 9.
Sí, Mustia. Yo soy Marimar Pérez.
Oo, tanda. Ako si Marimar Perez.
So this was in the mid-90s at ewan ko kung naalala nyo pa, but the drama shows during that time aired during the afternoon. Example, Mara Clara. Mara... Insert nyo na yung clip ng theme song. Mara Clara was actually a daily show, I think, Monday to Friday. Pero actually, ang common noon were weekly drama shows like Annalisa, Valiente, I think, at marami pang iba. Pero tandaan nyo yon, that dramas were in the afternoon. Anyway, nung umere na dito sa Pilipinas yung Marimar, RPN had the genius idea to air that show in prime time. And I think all of you know how popular Marimar got. I mean, it spawned 2 remakes here in the Philippines.
Ako po si Marimar. Ako si Marimar.
Sobrang bongga ng reception at viewership ng mga tao sa Marimar na mukhang na-threaten yung ibang mga channel sa RPN 9. So what did ABS-CBN do? They moved their strongest afternoon drama to primetime. This was a big move kasi siningit nila yon sa time slot ng TV Patrol who used to be 1 hour, cut down to 30 minutes to make way for Mana Clara. I do think that news being the sacrificial lamb for that programming move is very indicative of maybe other societal issues, but that's for another video. And having said all of that, it really established prime time as a powerful spot for dramas on Philippine television. So the horizontal programming that we identify so much with Philippine programming today was all because of that. So ano nga ba ang horizontal programming? Ang horizontal programming ay ang paglalagay ng parehong programa sa parehong time slot sa magkakatabing araw. So before Marimar, ang nag-horizontal na Monday to Friday programming lang sa primetime ay mga news shows. So, yung TV Patrol during that time was 6 to 7 p.m. But, nung tinapatan ng ABS, si Marimar with Mara Clara, inakyat nila to primetime. So, yung TV Patrol naging 6 to 6:30 na lang, I think. Kung mali yun, let us know in the comments. But anyway, the point is, naging successful yon. And because of that success, nagsunod-sunod na ang mga horizontally scheduled drama series on primetime. Nagkaroon tayo ng Mula sa Puso, nagkaroon tayo ng Esperanza, ng Pangako Sa'yo, and even sa GMA, we had Ikaw Lang Ang Mamahalin, at kung ano-ano pa. And to this day, that is still the primetime programming standard in this country. Now, let's get into why that was so effective for the Filipino audience. Yung reason number 1 ko dito is cultural resonance. If you look at the series, marami silang kwento na nakasentro sa pamilya. And mahirap i-explore ng malalim yung mga connections na yan sa isang weekly show. Whereas kung daily show siya, pwede kang mag-add ng storyline ng kabit or
parents na hindi approve sa relationship ng anak, or may anak sa labas, or may ampon, napagpalit sa ospital ng bata pa.
It's so much easier to explore storylines like that. And family relationships are such an important part of Filipino culture, and I think the audience can easily attach to that. Isa pa is community involvement. Again, a big part of Filipino culture is yung community experience. Lalo nung bata pa ako, may mga neighborhoods na alam kong iisa lang ang TV sa area. And so lahat ng tao manonood dun sa iisang TV ng sama-sama. Na kapag may nag-away, nagsampalan, magkakatabi kayong nanonood na nag-react. And I think that's a really fun experience that Filipinos love. Another reason I think is the idea of a routine. Because nowadays, ina-underestimate na natin ang pagkakaroon ng daily routine just because when we want to watch something, because of the internet, we will just watch it. Pero yung mga panahon na yun, walang internet. So it was very important na if you are a working class Filipino, na nagtatrabaho ka, or you are someone who has a sari-sari store business, or nagbebenta ka sa palengke, what have you, you have to schedule your day na yung downtime mo is also an opportunity for you to catch up on a program that could possibly be an escapist experience for you because life is hard and it's still hard in the Philippines. Number 4 reason, I believe, is storylines and feedback. Now, feeling ko this is something na na-realize na lang ng industriya over time. But I do think vertical programming allows for more flexibility in terms of storytelling. Because as I've said, you can dig deeper with the story. But at the same time, it's also an opportunity for feedback. So kung Monday episode, there was something that did not go over well with the audience, probably by the Wednesday or Thursday episode, magagawa na ng paraan para baguhin yon.
Do the Filipino entertainment, do they really base it a lot on the crowdsourcing? Like the ideas from the people?
Yeah, they do it so much that like the TV show that I'm doing, that's currently airing, we would only shoot it up to like a certain amount so that we can listen to the audience reactions.
Are you serious?
And then from what they said about the show last night would change what I did the next day, like on the set.
Oh, wow.
To be aired that fucking day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And of course, networks always want to keep the audiences happy. And here's another reason na medyo sa perspective ng network or ng producers. So when it comes to selling ads, it's more of a steady revenue kasi it's the same show. So advertisers know na ito yung show na yon. And it's just, I guess, easier to work with that. And at the same time, for production, it provides a more efficient way to use your shooting days because you can shoot for 2 days for 5 episodes. So in terms of just creating these programs, it's so much easier, which of course, they learned over the course of many years. And that is why I think na naging standard dito sa Philippine TV ang horizontal programming. I actually love talking about this now because I used to think that horizontal programming was just not good. Kasi feeling ko hindi ako masyadong iisip as a viewer. Or madali akong nananawa kasi paulit-ulit kong nakikita. But especially now in the day and age of the internet where there's an overload of content, I have now really been appreciating the fact that I really get to connect to the characters so much more. Kasi para mo sila nagiging friend, you see them every single day. And you get more invested in the storyline. Plus, for most of the Philippine shows on primetime, you still can't really find them online. So you really still need to make time para mapanood sila without missing episodes. And I really find beauty in that. So where will Philippine TV go from here, especially now that streaming is taking over? Sa ngayon naman, it seems like it's still very unchallenged. Kahit alam natin na marami ng streaming services na naglipa na, that's still the standard. Honestly, creatively, marami ring opportunities for this horizontal programming. I know na marami nang na-produce na teleserye, but I'm also curious to see how it can evolve in terms of what? Murder, mysteries, medical dramas, sci-fi stuff. Diba? Kasi may mga storylines sa tayong napanood sa primetime in different genres. Paano kaya ito ma-refresh? And will it get refreshed enough to save TV? I don't see horizontal or even vertical programming as good or bad. I just think they're really different ways of telling stories and different ways of getting people to watch your show. Pero kayo, mga ka-popcorn, what do you think will be the future of television lalo na't more and more naging popular na talaga ang streaming kahit dito sa atin sa Pilipinas? Like, will we see horizontal programming sa internet? Anywho, that was another fruitful conversation dito sa Pop-Parinig. Let us know kung may gusto kayong paringgan or pag-usapan na Pinoy Pop Culture from the past to the present dito sa aming show. Just let us know in the comments. But for now, I gotta go. My name is Momo. See you in the next video! Another teleserye scene na medyo hindi ko rin makalimutan was yung finale ng Mula sa Puso, wherein yung kinaiinisan ng lahat na si Selina, played by the amazing Princess Punsalan. namatay. Nakaladkad, diba? Nasagasaan siya, tapos nakaladkad siya nung ano. Kasi parang, it was kind of satisfying. Because she was so